Hi everyone, I've got a couple of projects to share today. The first one uses this stamp set which I showed on my haul video last week. It's the Mail Art Stamps by Darkroom Door. And I altered an envelope with it. So I took an ordinary envelope like this, and this is what I made with it. This is the altered mail art envelope that I've really grunged up and used lots of those stamps. So what I did to begin with is I sponged all the way around the edge of the envelope with walnut stain distress ink. Then I took a piece of cardstock and cut it roughly the size of the envelope, and I sponged that all over with distress ink in Vintage Photo. And then when I'd done that, I took a Tattered Angels glimmer screen, so this is the one that I used, and placed that on, and I sprayed around it in patina glimmer mist, and then I lifted it up and I then stamped over it with a script stamp. This particular one is by Katie's Corner, which is a UK company, and unfortunately they're not trading anymore, so you probably won't be able to find it, but there's tons of script stamps that you could use instead. So that was stamped over in Stays On Timber Brown. Then I took a little bit of pine cone glimmer mist to it as well, so there's a little bit of pine cone here and there. And then I used some of the stamps from the set in black Stays On. So I've got the airmail stamp stamped several times at the top there, and then this little one here, and there's some of the paper clips and the staples. And then along the bottom I put the snail mail all the way along, and then more of the staples, the little mail art, and then I've left this portion blank for postage stamps, official postage stamps that is. And then for the centre I've got a little address label, so I can just peel that off when I've put the sender's address, and I just sponged that with tumbled glass and edged it with walnut stain again, and then I took a punch to do the edges to make it look like a ticket. So that's the first project, and the second one is a mixed media portrait which I've been working on. So this is something that's relatively new to me. So this is a piece that's been done with watercolours and with acrylics, and there's some stamps in the background as well, some of the Tim Holtz stamps. So let me know what you think of this one in particular, because I'm not very sure about whether they're any good or not. You can see, unfortunately it's not on the right paper, it's in my sketch pad. It should have really been on water paper, so it's warped a little bit. But I would be really interested what people think about that. Okay, so leave me a comment please, and I'll answer any questions if I can. Bye!